Okay, maybe Danny, you could start by telling us what the Joseph Project is.
Joseph Project is a businessmen's association to provide resources for God's work in Spain. That's basically it. I started talking to other Christians about the needs of God's work in Spain, and especially the needs for resourcing. And people just started saying, well, you know, businessmen could resource. And that got the idea going, and we talked to businessmen and they said yes, they would like to invest in things that bring real fruit to God's kingdom. And that's really where it all started. We think that Joseph is a great example the Bible gives us of someone who was visionary, who had real talent to create resources, and also vision to use those resources resourcefully. Not only to save God's people, but also to bless those around them. The Egyptians also prospered during the time that Joseph was administrator in Egypt. And we believe that Christians can do that today as well. The Conference of Evangelists actually did a survey of churches in Spain, and they asked them, in order of importance, which were the greatest needs for establishing new churches and doing evangelistic projects in Spain. And the top need was finance, resourcing. And that just brought the point home even more for me and for the Joseph Project. Just made it more real. Just you know, you could see that was what God is calling us to do as part of a global project in Spain.
Perhaps, Danny, you could tell me, what vision do you have for extending God's kingdom in Spain?
If the Lord makes you rich, it doesn't mean to say that that money is given for your enjoyment. It's for His kingdom and the furtherance of His kingdom. And I think anyone who looks at the way the world is now and the greed that there's around, they need to see radical change in people's lives. They need to see people who truly believe what they're preaching. If that means giving 90% of the earnings that God has put in your hands, as Joseph did, then that's the commitment that I would be looking for, and that's the commitment that I am myself committed to. If God gives us the resources, then we are going to keep what we need just to live, and the rest of it's going into God's kingdom. I would like to hear from other Christian businessmen, not necessarily in Spain, but worldwide even, who would like to invest in God's kingdom in Spain by doing business, and we would like to hear from them and share with them and encourage them. I think that's the key message that I would like to bring across.